Today we're going to be looking at a fairly lengthy chapter, chapter 9 in the book of Luke. It begins with the empowerment of the disciples to go out and proclaim the word of God, to heal the sick, and to cast out spirits or demons. One of the best events that one we all know well, the feeding of the 5,000 is included in this particular chapter. This is when Jesus says, after he was told that they were running out of food, well, you give them something to eat. And they were aghast at how can we feed all these people? See, they didn't understand this, as many Christians don't, that we are God's distribution system. Feeding of the 5,000 is followed with one of the most important events in the entire New Testament, Peter's confession. Who do people say that I am? Who is this Jesus? Who is this Christ? You are the Son of the living God. You are the Christ, the chosen one of God, says Peter. Amazing. After that, something switches. It's like a light is turned on, and now we begin to hear what it means to actually follow this Messiah. Foxes have holes, and the birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man has nowhere to lay his head. You follow him wherever you go. What profit if a man gain the whole world and lose his soul? It was only 8 days later that another significant event occurred. It's what is known as the Mount of Transfiguration. And on the Mount of Transfiguration, Jesus takes his inner circle, Peter, James, and John, and there appears with him Moses and Elijah. They represent the law and the prophets. Well, Peter is so mesmerized by this, he says, why don't we build 3 tabernacles, 3 booths for these 3, as if he was going to equalize or equate the 3. All of a sudden, the other 2 disappear, and Jesus remains there alone with the disciples. And they hear a voice that says, this is my beloved Son. Listen to him. I believe it is echoing the words of Deuteronomy 18:15. When we are told of the prophetic line and the ultimate prophet being Jesus of Nazareth. Later, there's the disciples were trying to cast out demons and they couldn't do it because Jesus says some things are harder than we think. Sometimes these things only come out by prayer. Luke 9:51 is a significant verse because it also switches a change of tenor, a change of direction in the gospel. As it says, he sets his face toward Jerusalem like flint. Jesus is beginning to anticipate his road to Jerusalem, his journey to the cross. This chapter ends with 3 discipleship. One I actually already mentioned, foxes have holes. But he also says, if you want to follow me, you have to follow me all the way to the end. Don't turn back, don't turn around. Be my disciple for life. It was good seeing you again today. Hope to see you soon.